some people don't like to get involved in other people's love lives. Not me. I've always been like, what's going on? Let's talk about it. What are we going to do about it?
So how would you classify your philosophy in modern dating?
So, well, in modern dating, right now, my philosophy is it's all a mess and everybody's struggling. So if you feel like you're struggling too, don't feel alone, because I think people feel alone. But I really believe that if you're really open and motivated to find a partner who's compatible with you for the right reasons, that if you're smart about it, you can make that happen.
I believe that too. But I would venture to say, I don't know how to phrase this, but I would say that it's not a mess right now. I think people are making it too much of a mess in their minds. They're overcomplicating it.
Well, everyone, that is definitely true. It's being overcomplicated for a lot of reasons, but I think it is a mess because there's just a lot of growing pains. People don't know what to do. People don't know, is this a date? People don't know, is this a relationship? People don't know what to say in their online dating profiles. They don't know how to determine whether someone is real or not. I mean, there's a lot of confusion right now, and technology is great, and it has brought so much opportunity for people to find love that would have otherwise actually had a harder time. But along with that comes all these other complications, like, what does this text message mean? And, all of these things. So there are a lot of people who are struggling. And I talk to people who are 20 and 60 who have the same dating problems.
Yeah.
And there could not have been any time in human history where that was the case, right? But
that is true. And I think a lot of the people that are in the older generation that are maybe coming back to dating, who haven't ever had to deal with this sort of technology, they weren't even in the dating pool.
Oh yeah, they have no idea. They're
even like 15 years ago, if
Yeah.
you got divorced or your spouse passed away, it was like, well, I guess you should enjoy your singlehood. But now they can get back out and have this whole resurgence and discover new people. I think it's a wonderful time. But the communication, I think, has definitely changed. And I used to just ignore texting. But now I've had to incorporate it, and now I've made it like a major part of my philosophy, because I think that is where communication has moved, and we have to catch up and educate people, right?
Absolutely. And people don't know. So if we don't figure it out and we don't look, I mean, you and I are in a good position because we talk to so many people, and we can look at it from this very high level, like this is what's going on generally. But when one individual person is just dating and like, what does this text message mean? And have I texted too soon? And is this too much? Like they're so in their head, freaking out, like feeling very alone in that process. But, people like us can say, no, you're not alone, and this is what's going on, and these are best practices, and, that's probably what this text message means, and, that sort of thing.
Sometimes you need that extra set of eyes to decipher what's really happening, because when we layer our feelings and hopes and dreams and expectations on an emoji, it gets real deep real fast.
It gets real deep real fast. What does that emoji mean? Oh my God.
It means what it says it means, obviously.
I sent a heart eye emoji. Was it too soon to send a heart eye emoji?
You should have sent a star eye emoji. What's wrong with you? No, but during this time of year especially, I don't know about you, but people are freaking out.
People are freaking out, but they shouldn't.
Right?
This is a great time of year to meet someone.
Okay, so wait, we talked a few weeks ago about cuffing season. Yes. I swear I had never heard that title until maybe like 3 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, wait, this is a season? This is a thing?
This is a thing. And this is something that is a phenomenon that's happened before we actually called it cuffing season, which is something that's been a recent term that's come into the.
Thank you for making me feel like I'm still up on the.
No. So the fact that you've known what cuffing season is for 3 years, you're ahead. You're ahead of the curve.
All right, girl.
So, but there are a few reasons why it happens. One is the way that we socialize in the summertime versus the wintertime is very different, right? In the summertime, people tend to be more social. There are more group activities. You spend more time outside. You're meeting more people. And so people are not as focused on meeting a partner necessarily, because there's a lot of distractions and things can kind of happen a bit more organically. But when it comes to the colder months, the days get shorter, the activities move indoors, you spend more time alone, the holidays come around, and it's like, oh, it's the end of the year. People start reflecting and start thinking about like, oh, I need someone. I want someone to spend the holidays with. I want somebody to be on the couch with me. I want somebody to help keep me warm this winter. So it's something that I think is very natural for humans to want that connection in the colder weather.
Sure. We need somebody to light our fire.
We need somebody
literally and figuratively.
Exactly. But now that we have online dating, we have all this technology, we can actually see that there is a huge spike. So Match.com, for instance. So I was Match's official cupping season expert this year.
Yay.
And so cupping season starts the Sunday after Halloween. That's the official start, and it goes through Valentine's Day. And on Match and on every site, they can see that there was a huge spike of new users coming onto the platform, activity increases. So people are looking. So because so many people are looking, that's what makes it a great time for you to look if you're looking for love. This is like, get out there. Don't wait.
But people are getting so overwhelmed, Francesca, because right now we're coming to the end of the year. I'm super overwhelmed with all of my holiday party invitations. I'm not saying that like I'm so popular. I'm just saying like it gets overwhelming. Like one is a lot for me. I'm like, oh wait, I have to fit this into my daily schedule, and then I have to think about buying presents. And especially if you start dating someone right now, there's the whole question of, do I owe them a present, and what should it be?
Yeah.
Is this a good time, like psychologically? We know a lot of people are online. Mm-hmm. But is this a good time psychologically to start a relationship?
It's a good time psychologically to start a relationship as long as you don't put too much pressure. Just because it's the holidays doesn't mean that you should fast forward into super coupledom. You're giving each other these amazing, thoughtful, expensive gifts. Like it's too much too soon. So to the extent that people can say our relationship is coinciding, the start of our relationship is coinciding with the holidays. So like, let's spend some time together. Like maybe set some rules about gifts. Like, maybe you'll make each other something, or you won't spend more than $20, or you'll just cook each other a nice meal or something simple, right? Just to take that pressure off of like, do I have to buy this person who I just started dating 2 weeks ago an expensive gift or a really thoughtful gift? Like, no, it's too soon. So,
I like that. I like that you're very reasonable about these things. Because I feel like, some of us girls out here be needing things over the holidays and having expectations like, oh, well, we just started dating a month ago, but he should be giving me jewelry or taking me out somewhere fancy for New Year's or what have you.
I completely disagree with that approach. And if you were a person who knows that you want that, then you needed to have started from meeting someone earlier in the year.
I mean, maybe if you met on the sugar daddy dating site, then that's okay.
Maybe then.
Let's talk about New Year's, because that's just around the corner.
Yeah, it is. Can't believe it.
A lot of times I would hear, I need someone to kiss on New Year's Eve.
That's a big thing that people want. If you just want someone to kiss on New Year's, this is so much of what goes on in the mind of a dater is influenced by pop culture and all of the movies and the TV, all the romantic comedies you've seen all your life. And there's always that pressure on New Year's Eve. It's got to be this really fun night. And if you don't have someone to kiss at midnight, then you're starting off your new year like sad and lonely and all that.
That's what I always hear. I don't know if this is, my mom has a lot of like Southern, like Black Southern,
like superstitions.
Yeah. And she's like, what you're doing at midnight, you're going to be doing the whole rest of the year. And it's like, sleeping. Because that's what my New Year's has been like most years.
Celebrated on East Coast time as a kid. That was like, all right, 9 p.m. Let's watch the ball drop.
It's not a joke, Producer Thomas. That is my New Year's Eve schedule. I'm like, well, we made it till midnight on the East Coast.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
You look like you stay up till real midnight.
I stay up till real midnight.
Good for you. What's your secret? Red Bull?
Oh, no, it's Damona. Midnight is not that late. I stayed up to midnight last night.
Oh, wow.
And the night before, actually. But that's my own problem.
I gotta hang with you more often.
I was staying up too late. But so people have put a lot of pressure on themselves. Look, if you just want someone to kiss at midnight, that's all you care about. Like, you can go to any New Year's party and find someone to kiss. There'll be plenty of people happy to kiss
you. Been there,
okay. Oh, I've been there too. I've totally been like, I walk into a party, I'm like, I'm kissing somebody tonight. And, if you're...
It's going to be you, all of you. That's happened.